I'm joined now by Christopher Schlaeffer, the new Chief Digital Officer of Vimpelcom. Christopher, great to see you. Now, tell me first of all why you joined Vimpelcom.
Well, first of all, great talking to you. I did join Vimpelcom 5 weeks ago because I'm convinced Vimpelcom is special. First of all, it is a hidden beauty. It has 217 million customers around the globe in 14 geographies. It's reaching out to 750 million people around the globe, which makes it every 10th customer possible to reach. And Vimpelcom is on a transition journey to becoming a so-called next generation digital operator, where we basically leave no stone unturned and transform that very traditional telecoms business into a new model where a customer can really engage with us in a digital user experience.
So the role of the Chief Digital Officer is a new role that we're seeing at a lot more operators. First of all, can you really outline what exactly a Chief Digital Officer actually does?
Well, maybe to define it, I'm both a Chief Commercial and a Chief Digital Officer at Vimpelcom, so I take responsibility for all the marketing and sales parts around the world, so really safeguarding that also the traditional business is in good shape. And secondly, the role of Chief Digital Officer really entails the digital transformation of, first of all, our core processes vis-a-vis consumers, how we interact with consumers when a consumer is onboarding, starting a subscription or relationship, how we relate to a consumer in customer care, and changing all these points of contact into digital contacts, making surprise new user experiences to the customer. Maybe like an Uber moment when you're scanning a credit card whilst hooking on. That should be the future digital user experience of a telco customer, so that is the one part. The second part really is about introducing new products and services in the domain, which has to do, of course, with our core in communication and messaging, but goes well beyond that. For instance, to give an example, we are entering the space of mobile financial services because we are in geographies where we are approaching the underbanked with no bank account, with no credit card, and we can really provide an electronic wallet to these consumers so that they can participate in the new world.
So can you outline some of the first key tasks that you want to implement as you start your journey as a Chief Digital Officer?
Well, the first few weeks are a learning journey, of course. I'm listening to the people all around the place. I'm traveling, the different geographies, Russia, Pakistan, Bangladesh, North Africa, but also Italy and Europe. I've learned a lot already in the first 5 weeks, and the first thing I did was I'm instituting a so-called revenue acceleration program. This company has been shrinking in terms of service revenues and has only stabilized in the last year, 2015, and now it is about returning to growth again. So we've instituted a revenue acceleration program over 3 years where we're trying to achieve low single-digit growth in that year, 2016. We've announced that last week, and we are about to win service revenue market share again in our mobile business core, in the fixed line business, but also in the business-to-business segment. So that is first. And on top of that, we are now really looking at the digital strategy going forward. We are in a review process at the moment, and we'll see some results during the month of March and then be public about it.
So what do you regard as your biggest challenge to ensure that your digital strategy is a success over the next few years? What's the real kind of key challenge you have to overcome for success?
Well, Mark, you're addressing it. It is not an easy journey for telcos really become modern edged. Most of the telcos I do see, frankly, from the outside still, are telcos which are attached to their core networking business. They talk about innovation, but in essence, that is a bit of a camouflage, if I be, blunt about it. Vimpelcom is different. There's clear consent within the shareholders that we are investing in a profound transformation of this company and not stick with telecoms, but become a next generation digital operator. So we want to rewrite the book on the telecoms industry and really do everything that in 3 years from now, we come across to the customer as a technology company and not as a telecoms operator anymore. That goes along with becoming asset light. We are selling parts of our mobile towers. We're going into network sharing around the globe, and we'll really focus on that very important layer at the intersection of the telecoms industry and the software business. So if you ask me what is success in 3-4 years out of here, you would perceive us in essence as a software company.